Put your hand underneath the trunk lid there. Pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead and lift up on that. Now, what typically goes back here in your 3 Series? Are you a golfer? Are you a mountain biker, a skier?
A little bit of skiing, a little bit of mountain biking.
Oh, fantastic. Do me a favor. Have a seat here. So what's the first thing you do when you get to the ski slopes? Put on your boots, right? Okay. Nice to sit here. Notice how the trunk lid lifts up nice and easy?
Yeah.
Okay, now what's the first thing you got to do with a 7 and 10-year-old boy? You've got to help them with their boots as well.
Exactly.
You know, so they can sit there and it's nice and easy for you to sit here and help them out with their ski boots as far as that's concerned. So go ahead and jump up here. You think you can put some gear back here?
Yeah. Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Nice deep trunk. Check out these hooks that come down, which is fantastic. Now I hang my golf shoes off of these hooks, which is really nice with a bag of oranges at a store or whatever. You'll also notice here, Tim, as I lift this up, full-size spare tire. Okay? Now, Audi's going to give you a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing and roadside assistance package as well. So if you need to change your tire, if you run out of gas, heaven forbid, you've got 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing and roadside with Audi, which is really nice. So come on over here, Tim. Please have a seat in the back.
In the back? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get over on the other side.
Alrighty.
How's this feel back here?
It's a lot bigger than my 3 Series, that's
Isn't
for
it nice?
sure. Yeah.
A lot of nice width. So the boys are back here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prominently. Is that kind of what you say?
Yep.
You know what? Again, I've got a 9 and 6-year-old. Check this out. So this folds down. This is the "Will you stop touching me" divider.
Yeah, I just was thinking that.
This is what I call this. It's nice. Everybody gets their own little space. Now, what else I put back here for my girls is, paper, pads of paper, pens, something to keep them occupied while we're on road trips. But what I like to do is I like to keep my back copies of Car and Driver in here. You read Car and Driver at all, Tim?
I do read Car and Driver.
So it's not just me telling you all this as far as the Audi A6 being the best car in its class. So in 2009, we introduced the supercharger engine, okay? And Car and Driver came in. They did a comparison with all of the usual suspects, the Mercedes-Benz, the Infiniti, the Jaguar, the BMW, and there's a reason I'm pulling this out, Tim. Obviously, we finished in first place. Okay, so you being a BMW guy, I always thought this was kind of funny. So our friends at BMW are like, you know what? We need to re-engineer the 5 Series, new engine, new brakes, new everything. So what they did is they came out with a brand new 5 Series. And Car and Driver said, okay, we'll give you a rematch. Okay? So they came in, and the Infiniti and the BMW, and they came out, and we still finished in first place, which is great. The BMW, I personalized this one, the new 5. Are you looking at the new 5 Series also?
Yeah.
I personalized this to actually finished. I'll make you a copy of this.
That would be great, actually.
And here, as far as so you can have a little bit of literature that we can read. You know what I do with my skis? If it's just me going up the hill or me and a buddy, you have the rear split fold back seats.
Okay.
So you can run skis through here, snowboards. You have the availability of putting that down. Now where you're sitting, Tim, that portion will also come down.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice. Go ahead and jump on out here, Tim. And please have a seat in the passenger side.
Okay.
Your 12-way power adjustable seat controls are just right here on the seat. This will move you back and forth, so go ahead and get comfortable. I'm going to jump over to the driver's seat, okay?
Alrighty.
Thanks, Tim. And what do you think of this dash?
It looks good.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, I like how it curves back towards you.
Absolutely, and everything's angled towards the driver. You know, Audi always says they want to make the driver the most happy person in the cabin area, which is really nice. So everything bends towards the driver. It's nice and easy to visualize everything. Now the first thing you're going to notice obviously is the 7-inch high-resolution screen. Okay, and this is for your MMI system, Tim. That's multimedia interface. Okay, so everything you're going to control is going to come up here on this screen. Okay, see this touchpad down here?
Yeah.
This is your MMI touchpad. Don't let this intimidate you. Okay, BMW is notorious for the nightmare that is iDrive. We are known for the simplicity of MMI. Okay, 2 terms you only have to remember, Tim: hard buttons and soft buttons. Okay, so right now we're enjoying my iPod, which is really nice. Go ahead and hit that button for me, Tim.
This one?
Yeah, that one right there. Go ahead and push that for me. That's how you'll get into your glove compartment right there. So you'll see I've got my iPod plugged in here. It's keeping it charged. It's just resting up there. See that multimedia port that's in there?
Yep.
Okay, and the 6-disc CD changer. Now this multimedia port is great. It's got storage. It's got a 10 gigabyte jukebox. So what you can do is you can download 10 gig worth of MP3s into your multimedia port and store it in a jukebox. That's just right. So if you don't have the iPod, it's nice to be able to have that jukebox. A lot of my customers really enjoy just having 5, 6, 7,000 songs. Just right and accessible right there in their MMI system, which is really nice. So, do you talk on the phone a lot when you drive, Tim?
I'm guilty of it too.
Yes,
I
I'm
do.
guilty of it too, man.
Nobody likes to admit it.
What's nice about it, go ahead and hit that button there for me, that telephone, this one right here. Yeah, go ahead and hit that telephone button right here. What we do is we'll tie your phone in here, Tim, and all of your telephone options will pop up here. Your directory, missed calls, placed calls, all of that stuff will pop up here, which is fantastic. See my left thumb tapping over here?
Yep.
So if you don't want to get distracted by this over here, Audi also allows you to access everything up here on your point of view screen, okay? So what I do is I hit my mode button right here, Tim, and my telephone option pops up. I hit my mode button again, and my audio option pops up. And then I just simply use this thumb wheel and volume button to control all of that. Your eyes are still right here, focused on the road, and you can still do what you need to. Or, how about this, your push-to-talk button right here, okay? You can hit this, and you can program in name tags for your, for your phone. Call home, call work, call whatever. It's nice. You don't even need to do anything. You can just verbally give it commands and tie it into the phone system, the navigation system, and everything like that. Speaking of the navigation system, go ahead and hit that button right there, Tim, for me, that one that says nav.
Okay.
Here's what your 3D navigation system looks like. Do you use navigation quite a bit in your job?
Yeah, fairly often actually, trying to get to new job sites.
It's a fantastic system. It's nice and easy to use. It'll locate, the nearest bank, the nearest ATM, the nearest restaurant. When the kids are talking about needing to get something to eat, you can access everything up there. So, hey, do me a favor also while we're in here, Tim. Go ahead and turn that dial for me. Okay. Do you feel how that clicks?
Yeah.
Touch these buttons right here for me. You feel how when you push up, you can hear those click, you can feel those click. Okay, Audi actually, this again, it's attention to detail. Audi has what's called a haptics team. Their sole job is to make sure that things feel a certain way. You can tell you're opening your sunroof. You can tell you're turning on your map lights. Okay, you have that responsiveness, which is great. All of this, by the way, the navigation, the iPod, the organically dyed heated leather seats, standard equipment. This is a $50,000 car, Tim. Don't you think that kind of stuff should be standard?
That's nice.
On a $50,000 car. Your friends at BMW and Mercedes-Benz, for that matter, are going to charge us for that. Okay. So all this is great, but where's this car built? What country is this car built in?
Germany.
What's that famous highway that they have out there in Germany where we can open up? Let's look at the Autobahn.
Yeah,
is
that
that what it's
sounds like
called?
the right one.
Hey, is this car luxurious? Absolutely. Is it fantastically refined? Yes. Is it going to be parked in the front row by the valet at the restaurant you go to? Absolutely. But it's a sports car. And it really was born and bred and developed to drive on the Autobahn. Go ahead and put your seatbelt on, Tim. Let's go for a spin.
Very good.
Because this is really where we're going to feel the impressive power of this car. Now, there's a reason that I'm driving and you're in the passenger seat first. I don't want you to be timid when you get behind the wheel of this thing. I want you to open it up. I want you to see how mesmerizing this direct injection supercharged engine is. So I'm going to start accelerating here. Now, the transmission in this is a 6-speed Tiptronic transmission. Do you have something similar on your BMW?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So same kind of setup. You have a drive mode. You have a sport mode right here that you can drive it into. It's a little bit more of an aggressive version of drive. See my fingers tapping right here?
Okay, you got paddles.
It's paddle shifters, which is really great, so I can sit there and change gears if I want to. Nice and easy. I'm going to pull over here. Okay, go ahead and unbuckle. I'm going to have you jump over here, and we'll switch spots. All right, go ahead and put your seatbelt on, and let's get going. Go ahead and pull out here. Now, what you're going to feel here as we get going is the steering in this. It's a Servotronic speed-sensitive steering setup. So as we accelerate here onto the highway, do you feel the dynamics change in that steering? It becomes a lot more confident at high speed.
Yeah, it's a little stiffer.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have that nice refinement in terms of driving on the highway. And then as we exit here off to the off-ramp, and we're going to be pulling back into the parking lot, you're going to notice that the steering loosens up considerably. So when you're pulling into a parking lot, you got to whip it into that parking space. You're going to have maximum power assist to your steering wheel. You can literally sit there with one finger and turn it into the parking space. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that, Tim. Go ahead and pull back into the parking space here.
Alrighty.
What'd you think of the car?
It's nice. I really,
really enjoyed it.
This car has a lot to offer.
Fantastic handling from Quattro all-wheel drive. Nimble steering from Servotronic speed-sensitive steering. What'd you think of that engine, that direct injection supercharged engine?
Felt great.
Is it fast enough for you?
Yeah, especially here in the mountains.
Yeah, I know you're used to the turbocharger, so the supercharged direct injection is a nice option. Let's go ahead and jump out here.
Okay.
Tim, again, you're backed by a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty. We'll give you a loaner car for all your service requirements. We have a valet service that will pick your car up, service it for you, and bring it back to you as well. And being a BMW owner, I'm going to give you $1,500 just for turning it in to me. I collect BMWs so I could use it. What do you say? Let's go inside and work this out.
All right.
Thanks, Tim.